यूजर मोड।
हो गया, यूजर हो गया। और कुछ बचा? हाँ, दो इंटरप्ट का मोड है, वो कौन कौन सा?
FIQ,
FIQ and IRQ. Okay, so these were the different operating modes that we have seen. Today, there is a new topic that we'll be discussing, and do not forget this operating mode, because in every answer there will be existence of the operating modes. There will be existence. You have come across the operating modes in the features. It was there in features that there are 7 different operating modes that we have. Okay. Then the operating modes again came into when you were discussing CP, CPRC, okay, CPRS, okay. So during that time, yeah, during that time, the status register that we have during that time also, current program status register, CPSR. During that time also, we have discussed the different operating modes. में अगर आपको जाना है तो there is a mode bits. In the mode bit, you can put the different bits and you can go into the different operating modes. So that means operating modes where you have to discuss over there as well. Then there is a topic called as operating mode, इनमें जिसमें आपको operating mode वैसे भी explain करना है. Then आज का जो टॉपिक है उसके अंदर भी ऑपरेटिंग मोड्स लगेगा. ओके ओके, व्हिच इज द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक दैट विल बी डिस्कसिंग, व्हिच इज बेस्ड ऑन द रजिस्टर मॉडल ऑफ ARM7 और द प्रोग्रामेबल मॉडल ऑफ ARM7. सो उसमें भी देयर विल बी रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ ऑपरेटिंग मोड्स. Then while discussing the interrupts, there will be requirement of operating modes. Okay, so in every answer, operating modes is there. Okay, so do not forget about this operating modes. We'll start with the discussion. Okay, so write down the new topic. All of you write down the new topic. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah. So just write down the new topic as programmable model, or you can also call it as a register model of ARM7. Okay. So either it can be called as register, registers slash. You can also call it as a programmable. Programmable model of ARM7. Okay, one of the most important question. Okay, one of the most one of the very most important question. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it has a lot to draw. So mostly will be based on the drawing. Okay. So what it is all about. So in this, if this question comes, explain the register program model of ARM7 or explain the programmable model of ARM7. So in that case, you have to explain the different registers that we have in ARM7. So we'll start with how many numbers are there in total. कितने registers है? What is exact number?
37.
It is 37. Okay, so we have to explain कि ये 37 कब कब क्या क्या present होते हैं इस 37 में से. Okay, because we have got 7 different operating modes. In 7 different operating modes, there will be some registers which will be present, some of the registers which will be absent. Okay, so depending on the modes that we are having, आपके registers जो होंगे वो different registers होंगे, and throughout your 7 operating modes that you have, your 37 registers will get completed. Okay, so ऐसा नहीं कि एक साथ पूरे के पूरे 37 आपको available होंगे. At a given time, there will be a given number of registers which will be given for the different operating modes. Throughout the 7 operating modes will be covering the whole 37 registers. Is it clear? Is that point clear?
Yes.
So let's start with the first model. Okay, so since there are total 7 different operating modes, okay, out of the 7 different operating modes, the most important operating mode is basically called as, which is the most important one? User. Why it is important? Because most of the time the operating modes which is there is user mode. Okay, so ARM7 generally is there in user mode. Okay, so there is a user mode, there is also a mode which is called as system mode. Okay, so both these modes are exactly similar. Okay, so इन दोनों मोड के अंदर जो आपका स्ट्रक्चर होगा वो सेम, एग्जैक्टली सेम होगा. ओके, yeah, so the register model of user as well as the register model of sys or the system model operating mode will be exactly same. Why? Because in user mode, okay, you do not go into the user mode. Okay, so you don't require an interrupt to go into the user mode. Similarly, in system mode, you do not require any interrupt in order to go into the system mode. Okay, so this will get more clear when we go into the interrupt mode. But फिलहाल के लिए just understand user and system mode is the two modes which has the similar register model in ARM7. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'll just draw the diagram. So please draw with me. Okay. Yeah. So we have all these registers. Okay. We have all these registers. Okay. Starting from what are the registers that we have? Can you tell me? कहाँ से कहाँ तक होंगे registers? You guys remember the register file at a time? How many were active?
15, R0 to R15.
Yeah. So we have R0, we have R1, we have R2. Okay. Then over here, last three will be
R13,
R,
14, R15.
R13, R14 and R15. Okay, so हमारे पास ये रजिस्टर तो रहेंगे. Okay, उसके अलावा एक रजिस्टर है which stores the status. What is that register called as?
CPS.
It is CPSR. Okay, which is current program status register. Okay, so all these registers are. What is the size of these registers? Can someone tell me?
32-bit.
It is 32-bit. Okay, so just note down a few words about all this thing. The first thing that you need to note is in the user mode or the system mode, there are total exactly how many registers? कितने registers है? In user mode or system mode, it is 17. Okay, so R0 to R15 is 16 plus CPSR is another register which is 17. So we have got total 17 register in user mode or system mode, and all these registers are 32-bit registers. Okay, so please note down that point. यहाँ तक clear हो गया? So अभी तक कितने registers पढ़ लिए हमने? R0 से R15. Okay, अभी पढ़े नहीं है but draw कर लिए हमने. तो ये total हो गया 16 register, and then we have CPSR which is 1. So total हमारे 37 हो चुके हैं. Sorry, 17 हो चुके हैं और 20 बच गए. Fine, is it clear till now? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So R15, जैसे आपको पता है, R15 can also be referred as
PC.
PC. So the role of R15 is basically it stores PC, which is program counter. Program counter मतलब it stores the address of
Next instruction.
Next instruction.
Okay, so R15 is the register which will hold the address of the next instruction. Okay, so generally all these registers are general purpose register, but out of these registers, some of the registers are special function registers. Okay, so R15 is one of the special function register. Okay, so the role of R15 is to store the program is similar to the program counter, thus it will store the address of the next instruction. Okay, then we have got R14. Okay, R14 का भी कुछ specific task है. Okay, so the specific task of R14 is that it will act as LR. Okay, what is LR?
Link register.
It will be link register. Okay, so there is LR. Okay, which will be acting as a link register. So what is a link register? Which we'll be discussing very shortly. Okay, so link register is like it will help you to link between the different modes. Okay, and how it does, so we'll be discussing shortly, very shortly. Just remember there is a register R14 whose job is to store the link register. Okay, so it acts as a link register. There is a functionality that it does, which is a new functionality which is there in ARM7. अब तक हमने कुछ पढ़ा नहीं है इसका. Okay. Then we have got R13. Okay, R13 is generally used to store
SP.
SP is
stack pointer.
Stack pointer. So what is the role of a stack pointer? Stack pointers will always do what?
Return address.
Yeah, so it is generally used for return address, but generally stack pointer points where it is being pointed. It points towards the Stack pointers give you the address, or it points towards the which memory?
Stack.
Stack memory. And in stack memory, where is it? Bottom? Is it top? Is it in between?
Top.
Top. The stack pointer जो है आपका, it will always point to the top of the stack memory. Okay. So ये तीन register are the three special function registers that we have from R0 to R15. बाकी जो बच गए, which is R0 so R12, all those are general purpose register. R13 is act as a stack pointer. R14 act as a link register. Okay, and R15 act as a program counter. Okay, so these three, which is R13, R14, and am I audible now? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know what happened. The connection got cancelled. Okay, so yeah, till now, what are the points that you can write down? Write down. You can just write down what is CPSR. CPSR is a register which holds all the statuses. Okay. Uh, or the all the conditions that happen in the result. Okay. Then what is R15? R15 is a register which holds the program counter, or which act as a program counter. That means it will store the address of the next instruction. Then R14 is a link register, which we'll be discussing shortly, and R13 is a stack pointer, which always points towards the top of the stack. Okay, so till now we have discussed these registers. Then R0 to R12 are the general purpose registers used to hold the general data. Okay, so that is the role of from R0 to R12. Is that clear? Is it clear till now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now quickly we'll explain the next different modes. So what are the other modes that we have? We have got FIQ mode. Okay.
Sir, presentation is
screen.
not-
Okay, it is not visible. I'm sorry. Okay, visible now?
Yes.
Yeah. Fine. So next is from user mode to system mode. We have got another mode which is called as FIQ mode. Okay. FIQ mode is also exactly similar. Okay. So same diagram you have to draw again. Okay. So from where to where are there? It is from R0. Then we have R1. Then we have R2. Okay. Then we have got directly we can go to R13. Okay. Then we can go to R14. And last one is R15. Okay. Then it has CPSR. Okay. Plus it has got another new register which is called as SPSR. Okay. Fine. Then there is a mode which is called as IRQ. FIQ के बाद there is a mode which is called as IRQ. Exactly similar. You just draw it again. Draw this same diagram for 6 different times. Okay. Draw the exact same diagram. We have got R13. We have got R14. And the last one is R15. Okay. After this, we have got CPSR. And then we have got SPSR. Is it clear? Then उसके बाद और कौन सा मोड बच गया? I'll just erase. What are the other modes which is remaining?
Abort undefined.
Yeah. So एक मिनट रहा यार. Fine, let it be. So we have got abort mode. Okay. We have got undefined mode. Okay, so I'll just erase slide again and try to draw it again. So draw the same diagram 6 different times. Okay, draw it for the 6 different times. Exactly similar. Is everybody drawing with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, keep going, keep going. Do not keep it for later purpose, okay? Because it is one of the important questions, so please draw with me. So this is the fourth one. So undefined, you can call it as a UND, okay? Then we have got abort. For abort, we'll draw the same structure. Fine. So this is abort. What is the one which is left? अभी और कौन सा बच गया?
Supervisor.
Supervisor. Okay, all of you draw the same diagram. Once it is done, let me know. Do let me know. Okay. If it is possible, have a black color pen or कुछ कोई एक अलग color का pen एक ले लो, so better होगा. Yeah. So there is few things that needs to be changed. Okay. Yeah. So there is SP that we have. Okay. This SP. We have got another SP. We have got another SP. SP, make it as all yellow color. Okay. And then I'll make blue color. Okay. So we have got LR. LR, 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 LR. Okay. Okay, take white color. So this all act as PC only. PC, PC, PC. And यहाँ पे जगह नहीं है, assume it as PC only. Fine. Yeah, and in the end we have got SPSR. Okay, so SPSR. Done, everyone. Done with the drawing. Has everybody drawn the diagram? Has everybody drawn? हो गया बना के?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah. So total, this is the complete diagram of the register model of ARM7. This is the complete diagram of programmable model of ARM7. So in this, you have to explain that we have got total 7 different modes. Which are the 7 different modes? We have got user mode, we have got system mode, we have got FIQ, IRQ, UND, ABT, and supervisor mode. Okay, so ये हमारे पास modes हैं, out of which user and system model works exactly on the same register model or the programmable model. So they have the exactly same registers. Okay. उसके अलावा there is a mode which is called as a FIQ mode. Okay, so FIQ mode में क्या होगा? We have got, या हम लोग FIQ जाने से पहले we'll go to the supervisor mode. हम लोग supervisor mode में जाते हैं. Okay, first. Okay, after user mode we can go into supervisor mode. In the supervisor mode what happens is we have got exactly R0 वही register है. Okay, कोई problem नहीं है. R1 भी exactly वही register है, कोई problem नहीं है. R2 भी वही register है, कोई problem नहीं है. So till R12 it is exactly similar. यहाँ तक सब same है. Okay, so that means we have till now we have studied the exactly 17 registers which we have discussed. Nothing new has come. Okay. Next is R13. R13 is stack pointer, but यहाँ पे भी R13 stack pointer था. But there is a difference between this stack pointer and this stack pointer. Why? Because every mode will have its respective stack memory. Okay. So हर एक mode के अंदर हर एक mode का खुद का एक stack memory होगा. So since every mode will have its own stack memory, every mode will have its respective stack pointer. So this stack pointer that we are discussing, this is the stack pointer of supervisor mode. This stack pointer that we were discussing, this was the stack pointer of user mode or system mode. This stack pointer that we'll be discussing shortly is the stack pointer of FIQ mode. This stack pointer that we are discussing is the stack pointer of IRQ. This stack pointer that we are talking about, this is the stack pointer of undefined mode. And this stack pointer that we are talking about, it is the stack pointer of the abort mode. I hope it is clear. Is it clear? So every different mode will have its own stack pointer register. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So how many new registers that we have seen till now? यहाँ तक हमारे till R0 to R15 16 हो गए, CPSR एक 17 हो गया. ये स्टैक पॉइंटर नया है, 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 एंड ये स्टैक पॉइंटर नया है. कितने हो गए? ये 5 हो गए, राइट? बराबर बराबर.
Yes.
All these 5 stack pointers are new stack pointers because depending on the modes that you are, these stack pointers will be of the specific modes that we have. So 5 mode और रह गए apart from user and system mode, so we'll require 5 different stack pointer registers. So ये पांचों stack pointers are different. Okay, so that is why it is 17 plus 5 is equal to how much? कितने हो गए total?
22.
22. So stack pointers is 5. So 16 plus 170, 17 plus 5 is 22. Okay. Now the next register is called as a link register. What is a link register? Link register is I'll just explain. So what happens is you're executing you are currently executing a program. Okay. So this is how you execute a program. Execution of a program is done by line, okay, because of a special register which is called as, who helps you doing execute line by line?
Direction flag.
A register called as not direction flag, but direction flag was there in 8086. There is no concept of direction flag over here. Okay, so there is a register which is called as a stack pointer. Okay, so stack pointers will always point to the next instruction. So ये वाली instruction आपकी execute होगी, अगले बार stack pointer इस पे point करेगा, so this will get executed. So every time new line will get executed, right? Clear है? Is it clear till now? Sorry, stack pointer बोल रहा हूँ मैं, PC program counter. My mistake. Yeah. So every time a line gets executed, always the next line ka address will be stored in program counter. So program counter will point towards the next line to be executed. Okay, exactly. Is it okay? So क्या होगा, हर time एक line execute होगी. So that is why your program is executed line by line. Okay, so this line by line execution is generally done by stack pointer. Program counter is done by program counter. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Yeah. So what happens? Suppose line by line execution हो रहा था, but अचानक से एक interrupt आया. Okay, there is an interrupt which comes. So what will happen? Will your execution of line by line will happen? यानी ये line के बाद आप अगले line पे जाओगे या आप jump करोगे? What will happen? You jump. What will happen?
Jump.
If an interrupt comes, you jump to an ISR. Okay, you jump to an ISR. Okay, which is called as ISR stand for
Interrupt subroutine.
Interrupt service routine. Okay, so you jump to ISR. In ISR, there is a program that is written for the respective interrupt. Okay, वो interrupt के अंदर होने के बाद interrupt ISR run करने और it will come back to the next line जहाँ पे आपको जाना था. Is that clear? That is how the flow of the program is. Is this how the flow of the program is? Same flow of program we have studied in 8086. Same we have studied in 8051. Same we'll be discussing in ARM7. So every program will work exactly similar. Though it is a 40 years old processor, this is a new modern processor, but still they are working on the same principle. Is that clear till now? Is that clear?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So हमारा line by line execution हुआ, एक interrupt आया. Okay. So ARM7 के पास total interrupt कितने हैं? 7 interrupts हैं. Okay. ARM7 has total 7 interrupts. These 7 interrupts, out of these 7 interrupts, ये सारे 7 interrupts जो हैं हमें 5 different modes में लेके जाते हैं. Okay. User and system mode में जाने के लिए we do not require any interrupt. Already explained. Okay. User and system mode में जाने के लिए we do not require any interrupts. So generally the system, generally the processor, or generally the whole system that we are, exactly every time will be there in user mode. आपका mobile जो होगा वो generally आप user mode में ही होगे. 90%, 95% will be there in user mode. Sometimes you can go into system mode. You can change the background image, or you can change the brightness of your mobile phone. You can do that. So that is the system privileges given to you. Okay, so system mode and user mode में ज़्यादा कुछ change नहीं है. Okay, it will be exactly similar. You'll be executing line by line. But in order to go into FIQ mode, in order to go into IRQ mode, in order to go to UND mode, which is undefined abort mode, or in order to go into the supervised mode, you require some interrupt to happen. Is that point clear? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Yeah. So interrupt क्या है यहाँ पे? This interrupt which happens, okay? ये total 7 type का interrupt है. इस 7 type में से कोई भी interrupt अगर आपका होगा, it will either go in the 5 different operating modes. So ये jump करके जब भी ये interrupt होगा, it will go to ISR, and these ISR will be defined in the 5 different operating modes that we have. Okay. So either it can go to FIQ mode, either it can go into IRQ mode, either it can go to UND mode, either go into the abort mode, or it can go into the supervisor mode. So ये 5 मोड में जा सकता है depending on the interrupt that we have. Okay, so ये क्या है which we'll be discussing very shortly in the topic called as interrupt. But ये 7 interrupt में से 5 operating modes में आप जा सकते हो. Is that point clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is it clear? Yeah. So normally what happens is PC will hold the address of the next instruction. Okay, so let's say अभी फिलहाल ये instruction execute हो रहा था. Okay, उस टाइम पे PC के अंदर क्या था? You have the address of this instruction. PC holds the address of this instruction. Okay, but अगली बार यहाँ पे जंप करने के बजाय तभी इंटरप्ट अकर हो गया. Okay, there is interrupt which occurred. Okay, in the previous instruction. So क्या हो गया? When interrupts occur, you have to go to the ISR. So while going to the ISR, क्या करना पड़ेगा? PC का कंटेंट चेंज करना पड़ेगा या PC के कंटेंट को वही रखना पड़ेगा? So do we have to change the content of PC? Do we have to change the content of PC?
Yes.
Yeah. So normally हम क्या करते थे? PC का कंटेंट ये वाला जो जहाँ पे आपको रिटर्न आना है, you have to store this address somewhere, right?
Yes.
हम क्या करते थे 8086 में या 8051 में हम क्या करते थे? इस PC के एड्रेस को क्या करते थे? We perform an operation.
Stack.
We push it. Okay. We push it onto the stack. Okay. So हम क्या करते थे? There is a memory called a stack memory. We push the address of the PC into the stack, so that when we perform the ISR, we have to come back. While coming back, we'll pop up the address from the stack and we'll store it back into PC. Okay, ये हमारा काम था पहले. But problem क्या हो गया ARM7 के अंदर? In ARM7, it is which kind of processor? RISC or CISC? ARM7 is RISC or processor? CISC processor?
Risk.
It is RISC processor. So the main fundamental of RISC is that all the operations should happen where? In the memory or in the processor? All the operations should happen in the memory or in the processor. It should happen in processor. Okay. So when there is an interrupt, when you go to the ISR, अगर आप उस पूरे PC के एड्रेस को अगर आप stack memory में डाल दोगे, so that push and pop will happen in memory or it will happen in processor. Where it will happen? Memory or processor? If you push and pop your PC into stack memory, it will happen in memory or it will happen in processor. कहाँ पे होगा?
Processor.
Memory में होगा ना, because stack is what? It is a memory. So that means we are pushing the program counter onto a stack memory. Pop करेंगे तो कहाँ से pop करोगे? आप memory से करोगे, right? What is stack? Stack is a memory. So that means we are dealing with memory right now. So do you want to deal with memory or do you want to deal with processor? आप क्या करोगे? ये एड्रेस को कहाँ पे स्टोर करना चाहोगे? मेमोरी में स्टोर करना चाहोगे? आप कोई रजिस्टर में स्टोर करना चाहोगे?
Register.
Where do you want to store it?
Register.
Where it would be better? रजिस्टर, ऑब्वियसली, क्योंकि रजिस्टर के अंदर अगर आप स्टोर करोगे तो ऑपरेशन फास्टर होगा, राइट? सो हम क्या करेंगे? दिस पीसी का एड्रेस, ओके, द पीसी का एड्रेस दैट वी हैव, ओके, दैट पीसी का एड्रेस विल स्टोर दैट एड्रेस इनटू a register which is called as LR. Is that clear? What does LR holds? LR will get the address from the PC. So whatever is the current address of PC, it will just push that address into a register which is called as LR, and LR stand for link register. Okay, is that point clear?
Yes.
Is that point clear? Once PC push its data into LR, PC is free now. Okay, PC अब free हो चुका है. PC के पास PC के अंदर अगर आपको कुछ डेटा डालना आप डाल सकते हो. तो PC के अंदर हम क्या स्टोर करेंगे? We'll store the address of ISR. तो ISR का जो एड्रेस है, will push it into PC. Is that point clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it? Yeah. So PC के पास ISR आ गया. अब PC क्या करेगा? Line by line, it will execute the ISR. Okay. Once it sees the return instruction, it has to go back to the instruction where it is being called from. Okay. So जिस instruction से call किया था, उसके अगले instruction पे इसको जाना. यानी क्या करना पड़ेगा? PC को वापस क्या करना पड़ेगा? What will happen? PC को क्या करना पड़ेगा? पुराना स्टोर करना पड़ेगा. Do you have previous address? So PC will get the previous address from the LR. Is that point clear? PC will get the new address from the LR. Is that clear?
Yes.
Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, fine. So what is LR? LR is a link register, and this link register is generally used as a stack pointer. But because generally in ARM7 we don't work with as much in stack memory, because all the operations should happen in the processor itself. So there is a concept of link register. Link register will store the address of the ISR. Okay, so whenever you want to go into the ISR, the current PC address is stored into the LR. Is that point clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Is it clear? Okay. So अभी मान लो, अगर अभी आप मान लो you are in user mode. Okay, you are in user mode. Okay. आपको एक इंटरप्ट आया, okay, and that interrupt is let's say reset interrupt करके है. There is an interrupt which is called as a reset. Okay. So अगर आप मोबाइल को रीसेट करते हो, okay, आप मोबाइल यूज कर रहे हो, अचानक से आपने रीसेट कर दिया. So what is happened over there? वो कौन से मोड में चले जाता है? When you reset it, मोबाइल बंद हो जाएगा, फिर से चालू होगा. चालू होने पे वो क्या करेगा? सबसे पहले it will go into which mode? It will load what?
Supervisor.
BIOS.
BIOS.
Supervisor. So BIOS को load करेगा. So in order to load the BIOS is generally a system program. So it has to go into the supervisor mode. Okay. So it will jump to an ISR, and that ISR is basically defined in the supervisor mode. Okay. So you have to go into the supervisor mode. So while going into the supervisor mode, it goes into the supervisor mode. As soon as it goes into the supervisor mode, वो क्या करेगा? जो PC होगा आपका, उस PC के अंदर वो क्या करेगा? PC का जो एड्रेस था वो कहाँ पे स्टोर करेगा? सॉरी, माय बैड. जस्ट इरेज इट. Yeah, so it goes in the supervisor mode. Okay. Once it goes into supervisor mode, हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? PC के अंदर उसका ISR का एड्रेस स्टोर करना है, लेकिन PC के अंदर प्रीवियस स्टेट है हमारा, प्रीवियस नेक्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन जहाँ पे हमें जाना है वहाँ का एड्रेस है. सो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? PC को पहले लोड करना पड़ेगा इनटू सम रजिस्टर. ओके. सो व्हिच रजिस्टर्स होल्ड्स द एड्रेस ऑफ PC? LR के अंदर हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? PC का एड्रेस डालना पड़ेगा. ओके. वंस इट इज डन, अब क्या करना पड़ेगा? PC के अंदर we can hold the ISR का एड्रेस. Okay, PC will get the ISR address. So it will go to the reset ISR. Okay, once it goes to the reset ISR, it will reset the whole system. Okay, दो बाद में वो जो भी आपका PC का जो कंटेंट था जो कि LR में था, it cannot go back to the previous state because you are doing a reset operation. But still, the procedure is followed. Is that clear? यहाँ तक clear है? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Is it clear? Yeah. So once it goes to the ISR, it has to come back. While coming back, so whatever is the content there in the LR, okay, it will be again restored into the PC. So PC will get the previous state. Okay. So whatever is there in LR, it will be stored into the PC. Okay. So what is the meaning of it is this LR that we are talking about. Okay. It is the LR of which मोड? इट इज ऑफ द सुपरवाइजर मोड. ओके. अगर मान लो ये इंटरप्ट जो आपका रीसेट था, उस इंटरप्ट की जगह पे लेट्स से देयर इज अ इंटरप्ट व्हिच इज अनडिफाइंड इंटरप्ट अगर हो रहा है. ओके. देयर इज अ अनडिफाइंड इंटरप्ट व्हिच इज हैपनिंग. ओके. सो व्हाइल देयर इज अ अनडिफाइंड इंटरप्ट व्हिच इज हैपनिंग, इट विल गो इनटू अ मोड एंड दैट मोड विल बी कॉल्ड एज व्हाट इज द मोड इट विल गो इनटू? अगर अनडिफाइंड इंटरप्ट हुआ तो
Undefined.
it is undefined. It goes into the undefined mode. It will go into the undefined mode. While going into the undefined mode, PC का जो एड्रेस है, it will be stored into an LR. But ये LR किसका होगा? Whose LR it will be? Will it be user mode? Will it be undefined का LR? It will be undefined का LR ना. FIQ का LR नहीं लेगा वो, IRQ का LR नहीं लेगा. Because you are going in undefined mode, it will be using the LR of the undefined mode. So what is the meaning of it? So there will be different LR for different modes. So FIQ का अलग LR होगा, IRQ का अलग LR होगा, UND का अलग LR होगा, abort का अलग LR होगा, and supervisor mode का अलग LR होगा. Is that clear? Depending on the modes that you're working, respective mode will have their respective LR. Is that point clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly erase it. So हाँ, और कितने रजिस्टर बढ़ गए हमारे? अब तक हमारे 22 से. LR भी क्या है? हर एक का अलग अलग है, हर एक मोड का अलग अलग है. तो यानी और कितने बढ़ जाएंगे?
27.
5 will increase 5 more registers of LR. So total हो गया 27. What is the time? Can someone tell me what is the time right now?
10:30.
10:50. 15 minutes. Yeah. So LR of every mode will be there. So LR भी हमारे पास 5 हो गए. So total till now 27 और 10 बचे हैं हमारे पास. Okay. Then we have got shack control हो गया, LR हो गया. Yeah. Then we have got another register which is called as SPSR. What is SPSR stand for? CPSR stand for Current Program Status Register. SPSR is
System program.
it is system program. It is stored program, or you can call it as a saved program. Okay, stored or saved. Okay, saved program status register or stored program status register. Okay, so what is the meaning? यानी जो भी आपका current program status register है, ये status को आपको hold करना पड़ेगा और इसको कहीं तो save करना पड़ेगा. Okay, for example, I'll take this same thing again. आप currently हो user mode में, अचानक से एक interrupt आया. Okay, this interrupt is let's say IRQ आया. Okay, IRQ यानी normal interrupt अकर हुआ. Normal interrupt अकर होने के बाद it will go into a mode. Which mode it will go into? FIQ mode, abort mode, supervisor mode. Which mode it will go? Your system will go into which mode?
IRQ.
It will go into the IRQ mode. So IRQ mode आने की IRQ interrupt होने की वजह से it will go into the IRQ mode. In the IRQ mode, what will happen? IRQ की LR के अंदर you'll store what? The previous PC. बराबर? Is that one clear? ये जो जहां पे वापस आना था उसका जो प्रोग्राम काउंटर का जो एड्रेस था वो आप क्या करोगे? IRQ के LR में आप स्टोर कर दोगे. Is that point clear?
Yes.
Okay. After storing the PC into LR, आप क्या करोगे? यूजर मोड का जो करंट प्रोग्राम स्टेटस रजिस्टर था, यूजर मोड का, क्योंकि आप करंटली कहाँ पे हो? यूजर मोड में. यूजर मोड के अंदर जो भी आप अरिथमेटिक ऑपरेशन कर रहे थे, वो अरिथमेटिक ऑपरेशन का जो भी रिजल्ट होगा, उस रिजल्ट को आपको कहीं ना कहीं वो स्टेटस जो होगा, विच इज कैरी स्टेटस और साइन स्टेटस या नेगेटिव स्टेटस या ओवरफ्लो स्टेटस, ये सारे स्टेटस को आपको सेव करना है, राइट ना? यू कैन नॉट यूज योर स्टेटस फ्लैग टू परफॉर्म द अदर ऑपरेशन इन अदर मोड. बराबर? सो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? ये स्टेटस को आपको बचाना है. तो आप क्या करोगे? जो आपका CPSR है, ओके, वॉट एवर यू हैव इन योर CPSR, you'll shift this CPSR into SPSR. Is that point clear? Is that point clear?
Yes, sir.
So ये यूजर मोड का जो CPSR है वो आप शिफ्ट कर दोगे SPSR किसका? IRQ का. IRQ के SPSR के अंदर आप यूजर का CPSR डाल दोगे. अब ये CPSR खाली हो चुका है. अब ये CPSR में आप IRQ के अंदर जो भी आप ऑपरेशन कर रहे होगे उसका ये होल्ड करेगा स्टेटस. Is that point clear? Is that point clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
So SPSR will get the data of CPSR. So just write down this point will also happen. So CPSR का जो भी data है, it will be stored in SPSR. Now your CPSR is free and you can store the status of it. Okay, whatever is the status, whatever program will happen in IRQ mode, that status will be recorded in the CPSR. Okay. When you return back, while coming back, okay, what are the two things that you want to restore? कौन सी दो चीज को आप restore करना चाहोगे? एक होगा आपका PC. PC restore कहाँ से होएगा? From which register it will restore the value?
LR.
From LR. LR of which mode?
IRQ.
FIQ mode, IRQ mode, UND mode, abort mode, supervisor mode. LR of which mode?
IRQ.
LR of which mode? IRQ. Okay. And what are the other thing that I want to restore? अगर मैं यूजर मोड में वापस आ रहा हूँ तो यानी यूजर मोड का मुझे स्टेटस वापस चाहिए. ये स्टेटस कहाँ पे स्टोर्ड है? Where is the status stored?
SPSR.
SPSR. SPSR किसका? FIQ का, IRQ का, abort का, supervisor का, किसका? IRQ का. So it will go to SPSR, take the data back into CPSR. Okay, so CPSR में ये data वापस ले लेगा. Is that point clear? Is that
Yes.
point clear? Once these two things are restored, you come back to your previous mode. So क्या होगा? What will happen? There is a SPSR of supervisor mode or FIQ mode. There is a SPSR of IRQ mode. There is a SPSR of undefined mode. There is a SPSR of abort mode. There is a SPSR of supervisor mode. Is that point clear? Why it is there? What is the need of SPSR? In order to store the previous current program status register. इसके लिए आप उसको store करोगे. That is why it is called as a stored program status register. Is that point clear? Why you want to store it? So that you can perform your other operation. You cannot leave the previous status because you're in the different mode. In the different mode, you will be performing the different operations. So that operations ka status should also be held somewhere. Okay, so that is generally all the statuses are held in a register which is called as a current program status register. But you cannot leave previous status. So that previous status has to be stored somewhere, and that status will be stored in a register called as SPSR. each operating mode will have the respective SPSR. So how many other operating mode कितने हो गए और कितने register बढ़ गए हमारे पास?
5.
5. Okay, so I'll just erase it. So what is the total count right now?
32.
It is 32. So we have got SPSR, okay, and this SPSR will be for each operating modes will be 5, okay. So total count has become 32. यानी और 5 रजिस्टर बढ़ गए, okay, 5 रजिस्टर बचे हैं. So ये 5 रजिस्टर जो है ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ FIQ के पास explicitly अलग से 5 रजिस्टर होते हैं, okay. Only FIQ has extra 5 registers, okay. What are the registers it has? It has R8, R9, R10, R11, and the last one is R12. Okay, so ये जो R8 से लेके R12 है, only FIQ has these unique registers. Okay, बाकी सबके पास वही R8 से R12 है, but R8 of FIQ will be different. Okay, so all these just write down FIQ, 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 FIQ over there. So R8 FIQ, R9 FIQ, R10 FIQ, R11 FIQ, R12 FIQ. Okay, so all these will be different because it will store the statuses of the FIQ mode. बाकी सब में it will act as R8 से R0 से R12 तक बाकी सब में it will act as a general purpose register. Only in case of FIQ mode R8 से लेके R12 तक जितने भी register हैं आपके it will only act in FIQ mode only. Is that point clear? Is that point clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Why it is happening like that? Because FIQ is one of the fastest interrupt. Okay. FIQ क्या है? Fastest interrupt है. There is a IRQ interrupt. There is a FIQ interrupt. FIQ is a fast interrupt request and IRQ is a normal interrupt request. Right? Is that point clear? यहाँ तक clear है? इसका मतलब FIQ पे जो भी interrupt आएगा उसको सबसे fastest service चाहिए. IRQ पे जो भी interrupt आएगा उसको normal service चाहिए. So how it makes a service faster? Okay, what it has जिससे वो service faster कर पाएगा. How it does that? By performing all the operation in the processor itself. It does not want to go into the memory. Memory से उसका लेने देना आप खत्म कर दोगे. So IRQ generally performs all the operation in memory. It will perform load operation, store operation, and it will do some other task onto the memory. FIQ is strictly in the processor itself. FIQ में उसको processor के अंदर ही रहना पड़ेगा. In order to perform all the operation in the processor, dedicated registers are given to FIQ. Okay, so what are the dedicated registers given to FIQ? It is from R8 to, from where to where it is given to FIQ mode? R8 to R12. R8 से R12 जो register है ये dedicated FIQ दिए गए हैं ताकि आप FIQ mode में जब भी आप हो, you can use all these registers so that you don't have to go into the memory. Okay, so if you don't go into the memory, your operation will be faster or it will be slower. Will it be faster?
Faster.
It will be faster. Thus, जो interrupt को service मिलेगी, it will be much faster compared to your IRQ mode. That is why the name is called as FIQ mode. There is nothing else. It is just all the operation will happen in the processor itself. In order to do that, we have to give dedicated registers so that all the operation is done in the processor itself. So वो कौन से dedicated register जो आप दोगे FIQ में, it is from R8 to R12. Is that point clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah, so there is R8 underscore FIQ till R15 underscore R12 underscore FIQ. So कितने register हो गए ये total?
37.
So what is the total count now? So it is 16 plus 1, 17, 17 plus 20 is 37. Okay, so this is your complete total 37 register of ARM cell. I'll repeat again the whole thing. Okay, so सबसे पहले आपको क्या करना है? You have to draw this complete diagram. Okay, while drawing this diagram, you have to explicitly explain the concept. User mode and supervised system mode are the two modes which will have exactly the similar register model or the programmable model. Okay, in which from R0 to R12 are the R0 से R12 को क्या बोलेंगे हम लोग? Which register we have?
General
General
purpose.
purpose registers.
We have general purpose registers. From R13 to R15 and CPSR we have got SFR, which is called as a special function register. Even your CPSR comes under the SFR. So total, how many registers are there exactly in user mode or system mode? How many registers there? It is
17.
R0 to R15 is 16,
17.
and CPSR is 1, which is 17. So 17 register हमारे user mode में या system mode में है. Out of that, R0 to R12, you can store any random data that you want to store. Okay, so it will act as a general purpose register. The role of R15 is what? What is the role of R15? It will act as
PC.
which is program counter, and it will store what?
Address
store
of
what?
next instruction.
Address of the next instruction. It will always store address of the next instruction. Then we have got R14. It will store what?
Return address.
It is the return address, or you can call it as because it stores a return address, it will act as a linked register. Okay. So why we store the return address in LR and why not in stack pointer or stack memory? Because. Tell me the reason.
Memory should not be accessed.
Faster
Because you
processing.
want, yeah. So because you want to avoid the accessibility of the memory, you don't want to go into the memory, because in going to the memory, it will take time or it will not take time.
Take time.
It will take time. Thus your operation will be slower. Okay. So because ARM7 is a RISC processor, the performance should be faster. So all the operations should happen in the processor itself. Thus, instead of going to the stack memory, we'll store the returning address into a register called as LR, which is called as a
Link
Link
register.
register.
link register, and that link register is R14. Is that clear? So write down about LR. Then we have got another register which is called as R13, and R13 will store what?
Top address of
So
the
what-
stack memory.
Yeah, so it will store the address of the topmost element stored in the stack memory, and these stack memory are dedicated for all the different modes that we have. So every mode will have their respective stack memories. Okay, so user will have this own stack memory, FIQ will have its own stack memory. So all these memory will be having the topmost element, and that topmost element will be pointed by the respective stack pointer. Is that point clear? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Fine.
Yes.
Then we have got the last register, which is called as a current program status register, which we have discussed, which we have discussed thoroughly in the previous topic. So CPSR will hold all the conditional flag, plus it will hold the status, plus it will hold what are the last things that we have. Do you guys remember that? Condition, status. What is the third thing that we have?
Control.
Control flag. Okay, so it will hold all those information. Okay, so ये हमारा user system mode हो गया. उसके अलावा we have got 5 different modes. These 5 different modes are there. In order to go into the 5 different modes, we have got 7 interrupts. So 7 interrupts will cause you to go into the 5 different modes. Okay, what are the 5 different modes we have? We have FIQ, we have got IRQ, we have got undefined, we have got abort, we have got supervisor mode. Okay, out of all these 5 different modes, each mode will have the respective stack pointer. So stack pointer plus 5 हो जाएगा. Each mode will have the respective link register. So each mode के अंदर you'll add LR by 5. Each mode will have their SPSR, their respective SPSR. Okay. So what is the role of SPSR? SPSR, in order to perform the operation in the different mode, हर एक mode में अगर आप operation करोगे, the status flag needs to be changed. In order to store this previous status, we have to have a register which is called as SPSR. So before performing any operation, CPSR content will have to be copied into SPSR. Once CPSR is free, you can use it for performing storing the control flag or the status flag or the conditional flag. Okay, so that you can do in the CPSR. But you need to restore that value once you have to return back. In order to restore it, you have to copy the content back from SPSR to CPSR. So that is the role of SPSR. So each mode will have their respective SPSR. Is that point clear? Is that point clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So हर एक mode के अंदर we have got SP. So SP into 5 हो जाएगा. Then हर एक mode में there is LR. So LR into 5 हो जाएगा. हर एक mode के अंदर we have SPSR. So SPSR into 5 हो जाएगा. So 15 register हो गए. Plus FIQ is the mode which is a fast interrupt mode where we want to give interrupt. We want to service the interrupt at a very fast pace. In order to provide the service at very fast pace, you have to perform all the operation where in the processor or in the memory.
Processor.
Processor.
processor. In order to perform the operation in the processor, we have to give a dedicated register to these operating modes. So FIQ gives a dedicated register from where to where?
R8 to R12.
R8 to R2.
R8 to R12. So R8 and R12 is you're given to FIQ mode. So it will be strictly given to FIQ mode only in the FIQ mode. Okay. In the other mode, it will be utilized similar like the previous case, which was in the user mode. So it will act as a general purpose register. Only in the FIQ mode, R8 to R12 is strictly given for the FIQ mode. यानी आप FIQ mode के अंदर का जो भी डेटा होगा वो आप R8 से R12 के बीच में आप स्टोर कर सकोगे. So that you don't want to go into the memory. Okay, you can stay in the processor. You can perform the operation and you can give the outcome within the FIQ mode. So thus your operation will be much faster. So FIQ के पास 5 अलग register है. So ये +5 आप और add कर दोगे. So roll number is user system mode में 17 registers थे. सारे 5 mode में we have got SP. So 17 plus 5 is 22. Okay. Then we have got 5 different LRs. So 22 plus 5 is 27. Then we have got each mode have SPSR, the respective mode. So 5 mode है तो 5 mode के 5 SPSR, so it will become 32. And then FIQ will have its dedicated R8 to R12, which is again 5 registers. So it will be equal to 37. I hope the number is equal to 37. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is it clear? Yeah. So is the register model clear to you? Any doubt? Any doubt?
सर सभी रजिस्टर प्रोसेसर में ही होते हैं ना?
No doubt. सभी रजिस्टर प्रोसेसर में ही होते हैं. हाँ, सारे रजिस्टर प्रोसेसर में ही होते हैं. सारे के सारे रजिस्टर प्रोसेसर में होते हैं.
तो फिर ये FI अलग क्या है फिर?
क्या बोल रहे हो?
R8 to R12 फिर क्या अलग है?
Can you repeat again? R8 to R12 ये रजिस्टर है. ओके, जैसे मान लो अगर आपको एक ऑपरेशन करना है which is 12 plus 5 आपको करना है. ओके, 12 plus 5 ये मेरे को चाहिए. ये आपका कौन बोल रहा है? मान लो आप एक इंटरप्ट हो. ओके, मैं एक नॉर्मल क्लास में लेक्चर ले रहा हूँ. ओके, अभी आपने इंटरप्ट मुझे कर दिया. ओके, आपने इंटरप्ट करने के टाइम पे मेरे लेक्चर के टाइम में आपने बोला सर मेरे को 12 plus 5 क्या होता है वो मुझे बताओ. So because you're interrupt, I have to provide you service first, right? बराबर?
Yes.
Yeah. So मैं बोलूँगा क्या डेटा है आपका मुझे दो. So आप बोलोगे कि आपका जो डेटा है it is present in a memory इस लोकेशन पे. तो मैं उस लोकेशन पे जाऊँगा, वहाँ पे मेरे को 12 मिल जाएगा. दूसरे लोकेशन पे जाऊँगा, वहाँ पे मुझे 5 मिल जाएगा. ओके, ये लेने के बाद मैं क्या करूँगा? 12 को एक रजिस्टर में डालूंगा, 5 को एक रजिस्टर में डालूंगा, इसके ऊपर ऑपरेशन करूंगा. ऑपरेशन करने के बाद मुझे पता चला 17 आया. 17 आने के बाद मैं क्या करूंगा? इस डेटा को उठा के एक और रजिस्टर मेमोरी में कहीं तो वापस इसको डाल दूंगा. आई विल परफॉर्म लोड ऑपरेशन फर्स्ट एंड देन आई विल परफॉर्म स्टोर ऑपरेशन फर्स्ट. सो 17 कहां पे मैंने स्टोर किया? इनटू द मेमोरी. और मैंने बोला कि आपका डेटा कैलकुलेट हो चुका है. यू कैन गो टू दिस लोकेशन, यू कैन गेट द डेटा. ओके, दिस इज हाउ वी डू इन अ नॉर्मल इंटरप्ट. लेकिन अगर आप FIQ इंटरप्ट हो, इफ यू आर एन FIQ इंटरप्ट, व्हाट विल हैपन? यू विल से कि मुझे ये डेटा का आपको चाहिए रिजल्ट चाहिए. आप मुझे क्या बोलोगे? सर प्लीज परफॉर्म 12 plus 5 and tell me the answer. So I'll do what? I'll take the data 12, I'll take the data 5, I'll take both the data, I'll put the data result 17 in one of the registers, which is R8 to R12. Okay, I'll not store it into memory because going into back into the memory will take some time. Okay, आपको जल्दी है. Okay, आपको फौरन का फौरन रिजल्ट चाहिए. In order to provide you result instantly, I'll be using from R8 to R12 and I can store the result in any of the register, and that result I can give you directly. Is that point clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So unnecessary जो आप बार बार कुछ को मतलब लोड करने के लिए या स्टोर करने के लिए जो बार बार आप मेमोरी में आप चाह रहे थे, that you can avoid it, and that avoiding can be done by using all these registers. From R8 to R12 के बीच में आप रिजल्ट स्टोर कर सकते हो, इंटरमीडिएट रिजल्ट्स को स्टोर कर सकते हो, पार्शियल प्रोडक्ट स्टोर कर सकते हो. यानी जो भी आपको इंटरमीडिएट में, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आपको 12 plus 5 plus 9 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus ऐसा अगर आपको करना है तो आप क्या करोगे? पहले 12 लोगे एक रजिस्टर में, फिर 5 लोगे, फिर 9 लोगे, फिर 3 लोगे, है ना. फिर आप क्या करोगे? 12 plus 5 को आप स्टोर करोगे, इसको फिर एक मेमोरी में जाकर के इसको वापस डालोगे, फिर मेमोरी में डालने के बाद फिर वापस 9 लोगे, 9 को इस डेटा से वापस उठाओगे मेमोरी से, फिर 9 के साथ ऐड करोगे, फिर उसको वापस एक मेमोरी में डालोगे, फिर वापस उसको 3 के साथ ऐड करोगे. So it will take some time. Okay, so what you can do is just take a register. Okay, it will act as an accumulator. उसके अंदर पहले 12 डालोगे, add it, उसके अंदर 5 के साथ ऐड कर दो, you'll get the data. उसके बाद 9 के साथ ऐड कर दो, उसके बाद 3 के साथ ऐड कर दो. So all this operation will happen in 1 register, 2 register, 3 register, depending on the register that you want. You can take whatever register you want. Okay, but it will happen in the processor itself. You don't have to go to the memory. Okay, thus it will save a lot of time. I hope it is clear. Is it clear, Abhishek?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Okay, so any doubt, anybody? Anybody has a doubt?
No.
Okay, so if you don't have a doubt, you can leave. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Just remember, be present in the next lecture. Be present on time. Okay. So tomorrow, I might be going to college. So because I'm going to college, so generally while going to college, I might be reaching pretty late. Generally 10 बजे तक पहुंचते हैं हम लोग, क्योंकि ट्रेन